what's up, guys? It's Nathan. This is Face with No Filter. We're back. I know it's been a minute. Hey, we had some things happen. Austin, I'm gonna ask you to pray for us, please.
Absolutely. God, I want to thank you for bringing us back, getting us back around this table, Lord, and giving us the opportunity to dive into another testimony and share what you've done for somebody in their life, Lord, and hopefully it can touch somebody across this camera. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
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 Hey, real quick, you two guys, y'all look a little funny sitting right there.
We look funny sitting anywhere.
Also true. Not you.
Yeah, me.
You look adorable sitting anywhere.
True.
Oh,
I love that.
Oh, we're leaving it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder who's taking these seats.
Well, look at what we got here.
What's going on?
that come out of nowhere?
I tell you what, that snap really done something right there. And I don't know.
It reminded me of a movie I watched one time, but I cannot put my finger on it.
Yeah. And just because I don't want to go to prison, we probably won't bring it up either.
That's copyright issues.
Yeah.
So who we have here tonight is some people that go to church with us. They decided to come, share their testimony. They're going to tell us a little bit about themselves, and we're going to dive deep into some personal stories. We have Thomas and Kayla Foley.
Hey. So this is going to be a little bit different than our normal from like a birth to now situation. We kind of wanted them to share a part of their testimony that they kind of shared together, and we discussed it. We really think it'd be good for anyone outside of our church. Just I think it could reach somebody, and this could be something that's going to help somebody long term too. So you guys take it away, and we'll interrupt you as we go.
I got a question.
Absolutely.
Do we get a cool name like how his was something to Deacon and yours?
Yeah,
whatever?
Yeah, we'll
y'all
figure
have-
that
y'all
out.
have a
Oh,
name.
we ain't decided. Okay.
No, it hasn't been.
Oh,
decided.
I don't want to be part of that conversation. I want to be surprised.
Devin's,
okay.
Devin's the name guy.
By the way, they also have before we get into y'all's thing, y'all have a streaming service that's pretty awesome, and it's been I think what y'all are doing is fantastic. I know when I go back and watch it, anybody's probably sits back and be like, oh, you can't use a video game besides to just pretty much waste your life away. But what y'all have been doing is pretty awesome. If y'all want to talk about that for a second before we get into this, kind of what y'all do on y'all streaming.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Vanilla Gorilla, if y'all want to look us up, I stream on all platforms, but here lately I'm using it as my mission field. Believe it or not, it is the gaming community is a mission field. Like the numbers are crazy low. Like nobody does it. And there's even a lot of forums that even she jumped a part of that was just all women that no religious, like keep the religion out of it. They just want a game. But anyway, we play games where it's prox chat and you get to reach other people just across the world. We've made a lot of friends, but it's been great. Been trying to spread the gospel as much as we could. So
There has been some instances where you got exploded or shot in the face in this too. So I mean, I've noticed those, but I guess that's just part of life.
It comes with the ministry.
Absolutely.
It comes with the ministry. Hey, I'm gonna say it real quick before we get too deep. Remember, stay on the mic
yes,
because I told you.
I
You
looked.
naturally want
I
to turn
looked.
that head,
Yeah.
and then we'll lose everything you
I
say.
realized that when you looked at me.
So just so we don't lose everything, Kayla, do you want to share what your gamer tag is?
I'm Silly Goose or Silliest Goose.
Fits Kayla. If you don't know Kayla, it fits Kayla for sure.
The silliest goose.
I am the silliest goose.
So whoever wants to get this thing started, we'll just sit back and let y'all take us on this journey here.
Go ahead. You got the notepad. Hey, I would just want to say for the record that my memory is terrible. Okay, and she has not going to let me remember anything.
He don't even know where he was born.
I do know where I'm going. Thank you very much.
That has
We
been
cleared
solved.
that up months ago.
It did.
It's not that big
You
of a deal.
didn't know. Nita told you.
Because like I was aware. You know what I'm saying? One
She
minute,
would know. She was there.
One
She
minute
was
I
there.
was
She was
chilling in
there.
the dark. Next minute, light. You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to know?
Oh,
So Kayla's starting us down this path.
I guess so.
Let's
well,
do
she
this
could,
thing.
but
Or do you want to start us down this path?
This is definitely a part of. I have terrible memory anyway, but since the recovery of this part of our life and our journey, I really, really have done everything in my power to forget this, because the enemy can use things like this to even just seep back in and just like, oh, you remember that time, or you remember you did this or whatever.
Absolutely.
And I still kind of struggle with it a little bit, like as an identity part of myself, if I just get thinking about it too much.
Kind of like you
I'm-
don't want to get trapped back in the old you kind of thing.
Well, it's not necessarily a trap. It's just because it ain't gonna happen again. I
Yeah.
can promise you that. But it's not saying that as in pride way, but saying that as in like, I know where what it done and where I come from, and
He does. He does everything possible to not
yeah.
fall back into old habits.
and
and
not
stuff.
saying that I'm too good that I can't stumble.
Yeah.
We all stumble. That's not what I mean by that. But as to her, but I can only speak for myself. I can speak for her a little bit, but even now, this is still a very emotional thing for even me. As far as what my side of it on the mental side of things, it's been pretty tough.
Before we get too far there, because obviously, everybody sitting here knows what this is all going to be about, but everybody watching might not. So let's start at the beginning.
That was just a little prefix.
I
Prefix.
understand. I
Cool,
understand.
cool.
Preface.
That was,
But let's start at the beginning where you guys started this journey in life together. I'm talking not marriage, straight up,
Met
middle school,
all
high
the-
school dating. Let's
Okay.
go.
okay, you.
There you go.
I was a douchebag back then, so you made it.
Yes,
Okay.
he was, and I, for whatever reason, was infatuated with him.
She loved me.
I did. We were actually neighbors. We rode the same bus, of course. We lived like 3 houses
Oh, yellow dog.
down from each other. Went to the same school.
What school you want to give it a shout out?
Big old Hatley High.
Best school in the county.
And so like I moved to this neighborhood when I was like 12, but did not meet him till I was 14ish, I guess. So we get stuck on the same bus together. I see this
Beautiful
very
man.
handsome, little chubby, curly-headed guy get on the bus, and I'm like, he is beautiful.
That's what I thought when I first met him too.
Little and chubby in the same in the same
He
phrase.
was just cute. He had curly hair. He was a football player. He did all the things, And he,
quarterback or what?
I don't
Absolutely
know.
not.
I have no idea what position he played. But and I guess what really got me is he did not even know I existed. So I made it a point that he was going to notice me, So I did all the weird 14, 15-year-old girl crap. I walked up and down the road, like, maybe he'll be outside. I don't know. Okay?
I don't think that was just girl stuff. I want to clear that up.
Nah.
Okay, I'm
I
making
thought
sure
she
it's
was
not
gonna-
just me.
I thought she was gonna hit us with those when she dropped her books in the hallway and expected him to come help and pick him up. Thomas
No, he
walking by
probably
like,
would have stepped
Hey,
on them.
"Hey, you dropped them books right there. Just letting you know."
He probably would have stepped on them and kept on trucking, to be completely honest. So, anyways, how people talk on the bus, it gets the whole, ooh, she's got a crush on you thing, blah, blah, blah. He didn't care. He was with some other girl, he's in like 8th grade at the time. We go into 9th grade and 10th grade, 15, 16, and he finally, we would all play in the yard, okay? And I say play like we had other neighbors, and we would all congregate in my yard because I lived in the middle, Finally, at like 15, 16 years old, he starts showing me attention, okay? And I am beside myself.
Finally.
Yes, pretty much. So, he took me to the homecoming dance.
Oh, hold on. Before we get too far to going to the homecoming dance, I have some questions.
Oh, God.
We heard your side of that. Mr. Thomas, do you remember? She said you didn't recognize her at all. Do you remember, Kayla, in this time frame? You got to get to your mic before you answer that question.
No.
I'm telling y'all.
Like I knew her presence was there. Does that matter? Like she was a human being and existed, and we rode the same school bus. You know.
Do
but
you ever remember talking to her?
Absolutely not.
I mean, not in any type of detail whatsoever. I mean,
So at this
I mean,
point-
I had other girlfriends and things or whatever, and you know,
She's in love with you, and
You could care less at this moment because you really don't know.
right.
okay.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're back to playing in the yard, and now we're going to homecoming dance. Go
Yes.
ahead.
He asked me to go to homecoming with him because we had become officially boyfriend and girlfriend. He asked me out in my backyard. out
Must
my
have been
back
in a slump. You know what I'm
porch.
saying?
I'm going I can't punch you on camera.
Yes, you can.
It's no filter. You can do whatever you want.
So anyways, we go to homecoming. I literally sit in the corner by myself while he goes and dances with everyone else but me. Because in his defense, I didn't dance. Okay? I was very, believe it or not, very shy, very introverted, very to myself in high school.
I was a social butterfly,
Was.
little John Travolta, if you will.
All I can think about is glow sticks out there dancing like a robot. I'm not gonna name that movie either.
All I can think of is that video I have of you dancing that I'm posting later this week on the
I will delete that
on the
video.
podcast channel.
So,
so he would have danced with you if you would have danced.
if I would have
Absolutely.
If
okay.
I would have danced, yes.
Oh,
But
that's
I
on
was
you.
like, at that point in my life, I was just like, I get to go to homecoming with the boy I've always wanted to go do anything with in my life. So me just sitting
went
here together with him or whatever is, I was beside myself.
Hey, listen. I know me and Devin do this all the time. Can you imagine Thomas walking over there, just sweat stains everywhere? hey, baby, you want some punch? you want me to get you some punch?
I know you see me out there. I know you see me out there.
Yeah. It was.
I'm sorry.
Now that I think back, it's embarrassing. It really is. My level of infatuation with this boy. Yeah. So anyways, I guess, I don't know, we had been together a couple of months before homecoming or whatever, and he was a normal 16-year-old guy, and, you say all the right things and do all the right things, you can pretty much get whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth talker.
So
As long as it wasn't dancing, she was out at that point. But him, that guy right there,
I would
He was
have
hitting
much
it.
rather
Hey.
have danced.
hey, hit with
You missed what she said at the end right there.
Well, no.
I would like for her to repeat that last line. We were talking too much.
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Kayla.
He was such a smooth talker. He got whatever he wanted. But I would, now looking back, I much rather would have just danced
Ouch.
with
There
him.
you go.
This is when we need those buttons.
I hope you dance.
So, we leave homecoming. He takes me home in his mother's sport track.
Absolutely.
Ford
That was
Explorer.
that was a nice ride. That was not a sports car.
Yeah, Ford Explorer.
No,
Pretty
with
much.
a truck with a bed on it.
Yeah, I'll die by that.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty much.
And we end up doing things in the back of the truck in my mother's driveway that we're not supposed to be doing at 15 and 16 years old.
That is not a very big back seat.
Not a big.
No, we was
big
in
truck.
we
Out
was in
there.
the bed.
It's not a very big bed either.
It's not the bed of the
It
truck.
do have a tailgate.
It do.
Give you an extra foot. foot and a half.
So that, of course, go ahead.
I do have a question right here. Is that when I'm gonna assume we're talking about
Yes.
sex? Okay. Is that when we lost our virginity?
Me, yes. Him, no.
Okay. So before we make it too much further in your story, if you want to share it, how old were you when you? Because How old were y'all in this point?
I was 15,
How old were you
16.
At this time or when
Yeah.
I lost mine?
at that time?
Oh, I would have been 16, 17,
Okay.
16.
16, fixing to be 17ish.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
That's I will say, but I'm not proud of this.
Okay.
6th grade.
Okay, so 12, 13ish, somewhere in that mark.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that crazy. I mean, all of us
Yeah.
shared it.
Yeah, mine was close, but yeah, it's not that crazy.
I mean, the people I've talked to about when people lost their virginity, like 6th grade was like crazy number. So I just figured it was.
we don't
worse.
promote it, is what we're saying.
No.
No.
Well, I mean-
10-10 don't recommend.
As a man, I'm not proud of what I'm about to say either. But if you could have took me back to that age and that mindset, I didn't lose mine in 6th grade, but it wasn't because of me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The opportunity wasn't just sitting there on the
Yeah,
table.
that's-
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the reason I didn't lose it.
Right.
Okay, so you lost yours 6th grade, somewhere around 12, 13-year-old mark. You're 15,
Mhm.
losing yours to him.
Yep.
In the bed of a Ford
Sports
Sports
track. Yep.
Explorer.
Romantic.
Absolutely. Under the stars?
Absolutely.
It was at night.
And we lived in the country.
Hey.
Come on now.
in,
Right.
in the driveway?
This is
In
a,
the driveway.
Next to a double wide.
there's
Any-
a,
Now you're speaking Devin's language.
absolutely.
In the back of a sports track beside a double wide?
Was you sure this wasn't in Detroit?
So, okay, so let's start from there. How does that help our relationship blossom?
I think you meant wither. So from then,
Whoa,
it
it started withering there.
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So, of course, when you lose your virginity at a young age, the girls usually become very, not only physically, but very much more emotionally attached,
Mhm.
Because we associate sex with feeling loved and valued and,
Mhm.
all the things. And so that's where I was, not to mention I had daddy issues anyways. So for him to give me attention from someone I've always wanted attention from, it just kind of sent me over the edge as far as that went. So we rock on or whatever, a few months. Of course, we're in high school. There's always going to be somebody bigger, better, prettier, more interesting, whatever. Oh, I was like...
If anybody's wondering, we have a director tonight.
So anyways, somebody more interesting comes along. Kayla gets the boot, and off he goes on to bigger and better things, So that rocked my whole world. I'm thinking, why ain't I good enough? Why, what's wrong with me? Could I have done something to make you stay with me? All the mental warfare. He could care less, whatever. He's doing his thing, having the best time of his life, 16, 17, 18 years old, whatever. We both try to, maintain some type of friendship because we're neighbors.
I know I keep stopping you a lot, but I
No,
have a
you're
lot
good.
But y'all are the first time that we've had the opportunity to tackle both sides at one time.
Yeah.
So she talked about the reason I'm stopping. She said that it started withering right there, and that surprised you. So in your mind, when did it start withering?
Okay, so as she kept going, I understood where she was going with this.
Right.
But I thought we were fast forwarding a few more.
There was a step there you didn't know we was going to hit this.
Yeah, I
spot.
didn't know we was going like right
So-
then to the emotional damage part of right then.
So-
I thought we was talking about like in the beginning stages of our marriage. I thought that's where I was coming from. So that was on me. that
Oh,
was
you
my
thought I
fault.
was fixing to make like a big jump in
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Okay, no.
So you do
sorry.
agree with her statement then?
Oh, I mean, well now I do, but
Yeah,
at that
okay.
time I didn't
You
know.
didn't really care, did you?
Well, I didn't even know. You know, I didn't
love
understand
it there.
anything about women's emotions and feelings and stuff back then. Didn't
Yeah.
care really. To be want me to be truthful about it, not back then.
I can.
Well,
that
I
age,
understand
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
And I think, we grew up in a time where, like I said, guys, boys, they just would say and do whatever they had to do to get what they wanted. And
Yep.
once they got what they wanted, I'm going to dip.
Yeah.
If you good, I'm good kind of thing, whatever.
Absolutely.
So from the time that y'all had sex till y'all broke up? How long was that time frame?
It wasn't.
It wasn't
very
long. No, like maybe like 4 or 5-ish months, maybe. Like,
Did pretty quick.
yeah. And you know, so anyways, you know, we're still neighbors. We're still riding the same bus. We still go to the same school. So obviously, we see each other constantly, and that's a lot to deal with as a teenager, you know. So, anyways, we try to maintain a friendship. He's dating other girls. I start seeing this one guy in particular because I just didn't date around. I just didn't, like I said, I was not the social butterfly. He was. So, I start dating this other guy from Smithville. He starts dating whoever. I don't know. We just didn't keep up with each other. We still tried to be friends, but that's hard when that emotional baggage is still there. But anytime me and this guy would break up or have a fight or something, and same goes for him and whatever girl he was with, we would always find each other again, kind of thing. It's like we were each other's comfort security blanket kind of thing. He knew I was going to be there. I knew he was going to be there kind of thing. And then once something more interesting come along, there we went again, you know. We rocked on like that for, I don't know,
Wow.
yeah, years, even after graduation. I think, let me see, what did I write? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay, yeah. Right, okay. In this, now we're at, like, where he's done gotten with this one girl that's pretty steady with him. She's got kids. He's doing the ready-made family thing.
Have we graduated high school?
We've graduated high school. This is like, when did you and her get together?
It was right after high school. I didn't
Like
graduate.
2008, like right after high school.
Yeah,
for
somewhere
you.
2008 maybe, something like that.
Yeah. He's doing that, the ready-made family thing. He's living with her. She's got 3 kids. She can't have kids anymore.
I love that.
I just picked up on the ready-made
Yeah,
family.
I'm down with that.
Like a banquet's dinner. You
That's
know?
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty much what, I mean,
We're good to go.
if he stayed with her, that's what it was. You
Yeah.
could not have any more children with her. She was, you know, the muffin shop was closed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The muffin. I'm also going to use that.
Yes.
So, anyways, I'm still off and on with this guy. He drank a lot, and when he would drink a lot, he would get, I wouldn't say violent, but he was easily pissed off, I
Mhm.
guess. And finally, I just got enough of it. And one day I thought, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'd just rather be by myself. So I break up with him. Him and his girlfriend at the time, they have a really bad breakup. He moves back in with his mom. So we're looking at like 2011-ish now. He's living with his mom for maybe just a couple days, I think, before I came back into the picture. Because I think me and his mom, we kept communication lines open. His mom really liked me. So me and her would still talk occasionally. We're talking one day.
I want to take a time out right here.
Cool.
I want to say something. I just want to put this on the record.
feel like
She
I know
didn't
what you're
write
gonna
this
say.
down. It's not going to help my case any, but I just want everybody to know.
Yeah, in a court standpoint, you'd get a word in.
Okay.
Maybe
yeah.
I don't know what you're going to say.
So while she was still in school, her senior year, I was supposed to take her to prom, and she dumped me
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
to go back to the other dude who was treating her like crap.
Yeah.
And then pretty much, yeah, behind my back, like we were going, and then didn't, we wasn't even dating or
She
nothing.
said, "Let me show you something real quick."
She probably thought back
Well,
to,
me and the other
She
guy,
probably thought back to that.
They was
homecoming
split up.
dance. It was like, I'm not
Like,
going to be sitting in
they
this corner
split
by
up.
myself.
They split up. Me and her's been talking for a couple of days, like we're finna get back together, right? And this is before the ready-made family
yeah,
deal.
this is,
So
was it your senior prom? Or
No,
my
it was
senior?
yours.
Yeah, my senior prom.
Yeah,
So
I
2009.
was already graduated.
Oh, his feelings are hurt. He remembers this one.
He does. He does. Because, and I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did kind of do him a little dirty. I will own up to that. Because, like, me and the other guy, we had been fighting. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere with you. And so, of course, I go ask my security blanket if he will go to prom with me, you know? And he's like, absolutely. You know, he was a good friend. I will say that. He was a good friend. And, of course, old dude comes back, oh, I love you now. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
She said, I'll be darned before I sit by myself again. Because
So
this
I
guy's
s-
going
I
to come in here
started-
and
I
just start
felt
breaking it out
bad.
again.
I felt bad. So I was like, okay, you know.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that
No,
in there.
I love that.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't matter, but you know,
We're good.
Y'all see.
So we just moved into Mama's house.
Yeah,
It's
so
nothing better than living with mama as a grown man.
we're back
Absolutely.
to
Done it
2011.
several times.
He moves back in with mom, and me and his mom, I ran into each other at Walmart or something. I don't know. And she's just kind of like, hey, guess who's back home kind of thing. You should reach out to him.
Help me.
So, you know, I'm single at the time. He's moved back in with mom. So I'm like, you know, hit up old Facebook. Hey, what you doing? How you been? Kind of thing, you know? And he goes in. I'm trying to inch my way back in there, but subtly ish.
Help me.
There was nothing subtle about this return, boys.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the return from your side. What did the
Yeah.
Facebook message say to you?
Yeah.
I have no idea what exactly what it said, but
I think I was actually at work because by this point I'm a full-time CNA at actually the same facility that Nathan and Brittany worked at.
Well, we don't know that Nathan's sitting over there. But so you work with Nathan and Brittany. So you were a part of that story too.
I
You're
was.
breaking our third wall. So
I
you remember
was.
all that transpiring.
I do.
Just real quick, we're gonna get back to y'all's story real fast. Were they as lovebirds as they say they were?
Well, I didn't really start hanging out with them because when I initially got introduced to Nathan was at the McDonald's in Fulton, and he introduced himself as Bobby McGee to me. So I didn't even know the guy's real name
Big
for
D-bag.
months.
Big
Okay.
D-bag. Sounds like
It
him.
didn't even dawn on me that there was a dang country song or something.
You know what? We're not even gonna waste any more time on that guy. Just get back to the story.
So okay, so anyways, I'm working full-time job, working 3 to 11 at a nursing home. He's working. You're working, I think, for Kenny Coker or something.
yeah, I'm still at thermal control. So actually, I will say everything happened very fast.
Absolutely.
But I was in a toxic relationship, like really bad as far as mine and the ready-made family was kind of toxic. Anyway, I do remember one thing. I was going out to the bar. Went out to Blue Canoe.
Oh, with your stepsister.
Yeah, it was me and my stepsister and a couple of her friends. Anyway,
You don't strike me as a blue canoe kind of guy.
well, I was not part of the Tupelo
it's not.
scene at all. This was like
Strike
my
me as like a broken spoke type fella.
little Nashville. You don't know nothing about that. Anyway, it was so much to the point like we've only been talking like a day, and then to the point like, hey, I need to let Kayla know that I'm going to the Blue Canoe and out with y'all tonight. And my stepsister was like, no, you don't. Like, don't do that. Like, that's crazy, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, she's like, you're not committed to her. You know, she just come back into your life a day ago. It's
Somebody sounds salty. But this man sounds like now he's head over heels.
Well, no, because I was used to that life.
No, he's trying to get out of his mama's house, bro.
So
What's
you're
going
saying
on
that
here?
Your relationship that you just got out of was you had to
Right.
say every time. before
Right,
you went
right,
did
right,
something.
right. It's not because like,
Okay.
yeah, it was. That's where I was trying to go when
I
I was
got you.
toxic.
Got you.
Like I was.
Uh-huh.
that he's used to having to like check in
Yeah.
every moment, every day, kind of thing. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm at work. He calls me and he's like, "Hey, me and Molly, which is his stepsister, she wants me to go to Tupelo with her. I was actually supposed to come over or something when I got off.
Yeah, that's why.
That's what it was. And he's like, I'm gonna go to Blue Canoe with them. And he just like stops talking. I'm like, congratulations. Like I'm not understanding why you're telling me this because I wasn't used to that, you know? He's like, I just felt like I needed to tell you where I was gonna be. And I'm like, okay, have fun. I'll be off at 11:30, maybe, if they come in on time. So he comes back home. I go over there, and we have this long, drawn-out conversation about what are we doing, pretty much. Like, what are we? And we decide that we're getting back together. Like, I mean, just that quick. So I got to where I would spend the night over at his mom didn't care. I would spend the night over there, especially working late. His mom lived closer to the facility than I did because I lived out in, the sticks. And my mom and dad, they were very conservative. They didn't like me doing that. Y'all are not married.
They didn't like me at this point at all.
Oh, yeah, they didn't like him from the get-go.
We skipped a part from the beginning. So during this whole time,
yeah, I
from
forgot.
I can't believe you forgot
I
that.
did.
Anyway, so this whole like 15, 16-year-old stage of our life, like we were neighbors. I'd get up at like midnight, and she's opening the bedroom door, and I'm traveling down the road, and like I'd sneak in the house like every night almost.
Because my parents were very strict. I wasn't allowed to date. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. He had a car. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to see him outside of games and school. Like, that was it. So we were like, we gonna make a way.
I got another good one.
Go ahead. I hope you pull it together. That's all I got to say, because I want part of this.
Daddy gets up in the middle of the night. Tom's down there in his underwear drinking juice. You want some juice? you want some juice?
Oh, I can't do it.
Hey, milk. Got the milk mustache. You good?
Well, her mom worked nights, so she was never home at nighttime.
Yeah.
So after she'd leave, her dad go sleep. He'd go to bed early.
Yeah.
but still. Here, take a hit of this. You
Hey,
right.
your milk's spoiled, by the way, but I'm going to finish this glass. Sorry.
That was just a preference to, why they don't like
Yeah,
me.
why
Because
they
they
don't-
found out.
Yeah.
They found out about
Yeah.
all that.
We never,
so.
like, physically got caught. Like, he never got caught in the house. I
Mm.
told on myself because I'm an idiot.
Pretty much. Anyway, so they don't like me at this point.
No, so from that point on, they find out he has. Well, I don't want to say that because it sounds bad.
No filter.
Okay,
0.
he's defiled their little girl, so they hate him.
There you go.
So, for years, my parents could not stand the thought of me and Thomas Green Foley being together. Okay,
Wow, middle name? too?
Government name is completely out there.
absolutely.
You won't find them on Facebook, so it really
along-
don't matter.
along with my stream. There we go.
Lock your cards down.
That's
So,
right.
It's fine. But they ain't gonna get nothing anyway. So anyways, where are we back at? I don't know.
We decided to be.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we decided to be
Wait.
together. Where did I stop at?
Y'all just got back together.
Okay, yeah. So it's
Dedicated relationship starts now.
Talking to your
2011.
mic, sir. I hate to be the police, but I'm telling you, it'll save the whole thing.
He's the police.
Sorry.
Okay, our director should be here, but he's not.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kayla.
Okay, so we're 2011. We're like end of September.
Oh, there's no way you remember that.
Yeah, we're end of
Bro.
September.
Do you want to look at this? She's got dates.
He's
No, I'm
talking
talking about you.
yeah, he was talking about you.
I didn't think it was that soon. Was
yes,
it?
it's the end of September
Okay.
when that happened, when we got back together, because
October's when officially, right?
October the 7th of 2011 is when we made it official. We're going to be back together. Okay? Because then
Kudos
a few
for
days
that.
later,
if she says so.
Annabelle was born, our niece.
That's-
Remember?
Okay.
Okay, so that's October 2011. We move in together literally 3 to 4 weeks later.
So you already had your own place?
No,
Oh,
I
y'all-
was still
y'all-
living with Mama.
Okay, okay.
And he's still living with his mom. So we decide we're going to get an apartment together. This really super swanky, nice, $350 a month, 1 bed, 1 bath
Bring it on.
apartment
Downtown Amory, Mississippi.
that smelled like cigarette smoke.
Had a
Love that.
brick wall in the center of it.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. I'm a big cigarette smoke guy.
Yeah, yeah. Just you spray that like a cigarette.
I mean, what
fragrance.
really
Sets
sealed
the
the
mood.
deal for me was the big Jägermeister poster we had in our living room. It was top tier home decor.
Still
Okay?
got that?
Do not.
I got a story for that, but that's off camera.
Hey, real quick, I don't know how neither one of us have asked this yet, which is the whole point of our podcast. Relationship with God for y'all at this point,
Non-existent.
Mm-mm.
not at all.
Well, hold on. So, not together.
No.
Are we talking Christmas, Easter, maybe a Mother's Day from time to time, kind of like a church going thing?
So I grew up in church. Like I went to church, done all the things, right? And there for like several years while in high school, back up a minute, while in high school, like I was walking the walk, talking the talk. Me and the girl was together. We actually went to the same church with each other, same youth group. We done all the things. That's when FCA walked out of the school for a little bit. I can't remember exactly what happened with all that, but anyway, so like me and a couple other of my buddies, like so we started having these
What grade is this you're speaking of? if you
11th
can-
and 12th grade.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, we started having, I guess you could call our own, like,
Okay.
devotional times. You know, we done it every day. But anyway, after that, after high school, that's where I fell off. Before me and you,
Yeah.
obviously, I went to the Blue Canoe and was doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing, but
So it's
everything was right except for like how else do you say it? Like my porn addiction or a sexual addiction. You know, that's a thing. We'll get into that in a bit, but
So what you're saying is, I love Jesus and I like to have this Bible study, but I'm also gonna go try to have some sex after we get done with this.
I mean, not directly after we got through.
If
So
it
you're-
would though.
one of those
I mean, at school,
in
probably.
the dark thing. You was like you did these things. What we would say in the dark. Everything else looked.
Absolutely.
People would have assumed this guy's walking a Christian walk, other than the people that kind of knew what was going on.
Right.
Gotcha.
What about your walk?
So I grew up in church and stuff. I grew up in a really small Baptist church, but I guess mid high school, I just kind of like started not really caring that much. I just kind of would just stay home. I wasn't necessarily like out partying or doing anything. I just chose not to participate pretty much. So like I knew what was right, I knew what was wrong, but and as far as me doing things, you know, like having premarital sex, stuff like that, I think the worst thing I was doing was maybe I would smoke weed on the weekends with my best friend. Never really was a drinker, nothing like that, but I knew I shouldn't have been doing it, but I didn't care.
Just no relationship.
No, none at all.
Gotcha.
Last question before we jump back to the sketchy apartment. Were you buying your weed from Devin at any point?
I was not.
And if so, did you ever get to see those sweet 20s he had?
I didn't.
All right.
What year was the possible of smoking the weed?
You were probably like
I
10
was about to
years
say, I wanna
old,
know how old I
okay?
I
was.
feel like you were selling it back then too. All right, so we're back to the sketchy apartment. That's where we're at. You got the Jägermeister sign up. Place is looking immaculate.
Had Eric Church's name and face on that thing too.
I gotta have that
Come from
poster. man.
Starkville, Mississippi.
Did we steal this poster from a bar of some
I
sort?
cannot.
Yes.
So anyways, the only reason we moved in together really was because my parents gave me an ultimatum. They were like, you're going to quit spending the night with this guy you're not married to, or y'all can go move in together. And so I thought, well, I guess I'm moving in with him because I'm not going to keep lying to you about it, and I'm not going to stop doing it. So we moved in together. And that was at the end of October, early November Yeah, 'cause we got it prorated. I do remember that. So we're like mid-October. So we rock on into like the first week of December, and not really feeling too hot. I think I've got a stomach bug or something, and boy did I have a bug. And
Well, yeah.
I find out I'm pregnant with Lillian.
Yeah, you had a stomach bug.
Did.
I'll make sure I let her know that she's a bug.
She's a bug.
Side note, it ain't gonna matter if you tell her or not because we tell her some wild stuff anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Oh,
very transparent
Absolutely.
with our kids.
I love that.
You know, like,
What was that you told her the other day
I
about the
don't-
deer when?
oh, I took her shopping, and she had looked at the tag, and she's like, this says it's made in China. I said, everything's made in China. She said, am I made in China? I said, no, you were made in a deer stand.
Love it. That's good quality right there.
She was like,
Nothing more Mississippi. than
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Was it a shooting house or a stand?
No, it was a 2-man. No, I'm just playing.
The tent.
Boy, I hope the ratchet strap's over.
How acrobatic would it been on one of those hang-on stands with a ladder?
On public land. What's going on up there?
Game one more. You want me to get you some juice?
shut up.
I gotta quit. All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
No,
all
it
right.
was one of those. It was one of those nice shooting houses. One homemade one you buy down at the store.
It was
Oh,
his
yeah.
stepdad's. We didn't have money.
No, we
okay?
didn't, but it was still a nice shooting house.
All right. Go ahead.
Still got the shooting now?
Yes,
Does he know this?
unsure.
I think y'all should go on like
Hope
a
he watches.
anniversary there or
What's
something.
crazy about this shooting house is we call it the apartment.
As you should.
Like we got 3. We got the apartment, the condo, and the beach house.
Couldn't have
We
went to the
call-
beach house instead.
The condo's bigger, but no.
Oh. Anyway.
Anywho, let me steer us back on the road.
Yeah, you gotta do that from time to time.
So we find out we're pregnant, like first week of December. I text my mom because I'm like, how am I going to tell my parents that I'm pregnant? I mean, we both work full-time jobs. We're doing the adult stuff. We're not married, though. And like I said, my parents were very conservative, and I was terrified to tell my parents. His mom was, she was excited, whatever. And so I text my mom, and I'm like, hey, can we have dinner soon? And she's like, you're pregnant, aren't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is
Why
pregnancy?
do you ask? And she's like, you never want to have dinner with us. Okay, so
Seen
I'm
it in
busted.
a movie once, so I was gonna try it.
I'm busted. Okay, so we go over there. We talk to my parents. Tell them. We rock on a few months or whatever. Well, I end up having to quit at the nursing home because I end up bleeding. I'm pulling on patients twice my size, stuff like that. And Dr. Odie tells me, you need to be on light duty. You need to, or not do what you're doing anymore. So we make the decision, I'm going to stay home and he's going to work. Financially, that was not smart. We end up, can't pay our bills, stuff like that. So I asked my parents, could we move back in with them? Just temporarily, just to get back on our feet till after the baby's born. Well, they tell us, sure, but you're getting married first. And I'm like, but I don't want to get married right now. Oh, I forgot. He proposed to me on December 24th of 2011. So just a couple weeks after we find out we're pregnant, he does propose to me. See, we are engaged by
So
this point.
we got a thing here. You have to tell your proposal story, so we got to go ahead and hear it. So we have to decide if it was better than any of ours. Right now, Nathan is in the lead with the fly traps. I don't know if you guys have heard it or not. It's
Have.
kind of a big deal. So let's hear yours.
It's definitely not going to win. There was nothing spectacular, but it was Christmas Eve, if that matters for anything.
That's
We'll-
bonus points.
We'll be the judge of that.
You don't have to judge me, man. I already know.
No, it's going to happen. Go ahead. So what
So,
you do?
maybe you don't remember this.
I hope she don't.
I actually had to go ask her dad. I did the respectful. ask for her hand in marriage. Noted, these people still don't like me
After you got her pregnant.
after. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Really respectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I banged your daughter. Can I marry her?
No filter.
Anyway,
Oh, my goodness.
anyway, he gives me permission. I don't think it even mattered if he did or didn't. It was going to happen. But anyway, it wasn't. I proposed anyway because I did have a little conviction about that. Like, I always told myself that I was going to have kids after I got married. So we found out we were pregnant 1st of December. So I'm going to ask her to marry me, at the end of the month or whatever. And then we ended up getting married like 6 months later. But there was nothing crazy about it. Like, we're at my mom's house having Christmas on Christmas Eve, I guess. And then
Yeah, but he was going behind my back doing all this stuff to get ready for this proposal that I'm unaware of.
it wasn't that. I mean, I was just trying to find a ring.
And my
'Cause
sister
your
and
boy was
him,
broke.
you asked my sister gave you
My mom gave me her
engagement ring
engagement
or something.
ring from her first one or something like that. But it was gold, and gold wasn't a thing back then. Everything was white gold, right? And then her sister ended up giving me a ring or buying a ring. I don't know where it come from, but it was an engagement ring that was white gold and had a pearl.
It was square. It was
Was it square?
Mhm.
Oh, the one Mama had was a pear-shaped diamond.
But oh yeah, that is old. But how did we do it? So what are we talking? We're sitting around, we're opening gifts, we're eating supper. What are we doing here?
I don't remember. I
We
do
were-
remember I had an orange shirt on, and I had
the stupidest hat.
thing
on.
one
Absolutely.
that I had made at like Railroad
Airbrushed.
Festival. Airbrushed.
Airbrush.
Your
Thing
look-
one.
So your look is
Backwards.
all right. Yeah, your look is okay. You
Please
gotta
tell
turn
me
your-
you had like the white seashell necklace some of the time in your life. You know
or a
what I'm
pair
saying?
of white Oakleys. That's Ty's favorite.
Yeah, I get
No,
clowned on
so
that very often.
absolutely not. You never trust a guy that wears white sunshades.
I'm in
and
trouble.
A chin strap beard.
Tyler
ever.
Dabbs is right on point with
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Dude, that
So-
guy is untrustworthy. I
I'm in.
promise you.
Caleb, do you remember?
I don't
how
I
even
do.
know the story, but I can promise you, just profiling.
I'm in danger. I'll
We'll-
just say
we'll
that.
catch you up to speed later. We'll show you, as a matter of fact. All right, Kelly, you tell the story of how you did it.
So it's Christmas Eve, and we're at his mom's house, and our families weren't like close or anything. So all his family starts showing up, like his Aunt Midgie, Pee Wee, all these. Yes, okay. Look,
Man, I love this.
No, it's okay. Just keep going.
look, we all trash no trailer around here, okay? I'm just saying. So all these people start showing up. Well, then people from my family start showing up, like my grandmother, my mama and daddy, my brother. And I'm like, why are y'all here? Like, this is weird. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe they want to have this weird big family thing since, I'm pregnant and I'm,
Did you orchestrate this?
whatever.
The-
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
he did
Bonus
all
points
this.
again.
That's
Yes.
what I meant by doing all this stuff behind my back, getting ready for this
Okay.
proposal.
She thought I was running around on her at this time.
Yeah, because
Ah.
he won't let me see his phone. Like, all of a sudden got super shady about his phone, stuff like that. And it was never an issue
Mhm.
before, up until like a week or two before Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I ain't gonna lie, I laid in bed one night, squalled, and was like, if you cheating on me, just tell me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I promise I'm not. Just don't, he just says, don't ruin this for me. Okay. So, anyways, all these people start showing up, and I'm like, okay, this is weird, but whatever. I didn't really question it, because I'm pregnant. I think they want to be this big, weird, happy family, okay? And so, so anyways, he gets everybody in the living room, gets me up off the couch, and I was hefty then, heavier, okay? And I had this Roseanne Barr haircut. Why? I don't know.
Question: I have pictures of this. Can we edit this where you just throw up the engagement photos? Okay, bet.
I'll find them for
You
you.
can definitely get them on there sometime.
So, anyways, he gets down on one knee, and I'm like, get up now. He's trying his hardest to propose to me, and I'm like, please stop. Stop talking. Like, I'm red
Oh,
as a
man.
beet. I'm so embarrassed. So he proposes to me, and everybody's, yay, they're engaged, whatever.
You said yes.
I did.
Obviously.
I mean, you could have tried twice.
That's fair.
So, I mean, if we have to put a ranking on it, Fly Traps is still.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but the orchestrate with the families, and they're
Yeah, I mean,
already.
that's a second. He put more
Yeah.
effort into it than I. Like I said, I only got married. I only did it once.
My wife just thought I'd just done it just because. So
I would put Heather's at a close third, though, as
Yeah.
a business decision.
Yeah.
But either way,
since
As
she
a
proposed,
business
since she
decision.
proposed to you, yeah,
I'd give that a 2. If you would have used Fly Traps, we'd be high.
yeah, absolutely.
But because you did not go with the Fly Trap,
We're gonna give you second place.
I'm going to give you second place.
Congratulations. Roll on.
So now we're engaged. Getting
So we're
married, and you were
engaged.
moving back in with the folks.
And we decide we're gonna have a wedding after Lillian's born. I don't want to be pregnant at my wedding. Joke's on me. And we hit our financial struggle, and we decide we're gonna move back in with your parents. My parents are okay with it, but y'all need to get married first. And I literally remember telling my mama, I'm already knocked up. Does it really matter? Apparently it did. Okay. So we go to the courthouse and have just a judge marry us real quick. I think his parents showed up. My parents showed up.
Were y'all married at the JP? Any of y'all?
JP.
At
The
the
Justice
court-
of Peace.
Yeah, the
Justice of
courthouse?
Like in Amory?
Yeah.
Just
At the
anywhere.
Government company? Yeah, my first marriage.
We
Hamilton,
we
Alabama,
we,
baby.
we wish we would have, but
So
No.
y'all all had like a regular marriage,
We
like
had
a
a
regular
wed-
wedding.
My first marriage, I got married at the
So-
Hamilton courthouse.
At the, did you? All right. So I will say this: I made this woman go outside because normally they do it like in their office
Yeah.
right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
No.
It's a romantic
He
scene.
did
No, no, no.
try to make
I made her
it.
go outside, and we stood out in Amory at the little boat docks, and
Yeah.
we done it out there.
oh,
Yeah.
some more
Behind the
bonus points.
courthouse.
Fun fact, my mama and Goose got married in the same spot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
Oh.
fun fact: I have the coordinates of that spot behind the government complex on my arm.
So you never forget where the fish was back.
Amen.
So I'm literally 6 months pregnant. I'm gonna punch you.
My fault.
I'm 6 months pregnant, getting married, and we moved back in with my parents. Let's see, nothing really happened in between all that,
No,
right?
I mean, Lillian was born.
Yeah, Lillian was
we
born
were
in
still
August.
living there. I mean, it wasn't nothing. Just
So after Lillian was born, we ended up deciding we need a place of our own. We're our own little family unit because we're literally living out of a bedroom. And a very close friend of ours, he was pretty much like a brother that just wasn't blood. And we decide all three of us and our child are going to go rent a house together. So me, him, and Brandon go and sign the lease on this house, and we're all living over off Plessdale Street and Celestial Street, however you say that word,
in a 3 and 2.
in a 3-2 bedroom. Where we at? And God love him, Brandon had a gambling problem. So when it come time to pay rent, it was not there because homeboy got back from Philadelphia at 6 a.m., okay?
There was an extra A in that word right there. Did y'all catch that? Philadelphia.
But if he hit, we
But-
might have rent for next
That's
year.
right.
No.
He would hit.
If he wasn't gambling, he was spending his money.
Yes,
Just blowing it.
on stupid stuff. I had
Anyway.
dirt bikes under my carport, just stupid stuff all the time. He was not responsible financially. Why I thought it was a good idea to rent with him, I don't know.
I think I've lived with half of my friends besides my Mississippi people now, so I don't. Nobody should ever move in with their friends.
No, absolutely not.
That's a terrible idea.
So we decide, well, we can't afford this place by ourselves. We need to find somewhere we can afford. So we move back out towards Becker into a 2-1 house.
We lived
And
there for years.
yeah, we lived there for a few years. And
I started driving a truck over the road.
Yeah, you've started
I went
driving
to,
a truck.
I was working at Walmart Tire and Lube during this,
yeah.
and I went to truck driving school in Tupelo, and that's where I started my career, right, as a truck driver during all this.
And at
Making
first,
making making
I
good
mean,
money
yeah, he
then.
made
Like
good
so
money.
financially we were on the up and up. You know, I bought a brand new 4-wheeler off the showroom floor. I did.
That's how you know
We
you
did.
made it.
That's right.
I
Hey,
didn't buy no
wait.
used four-wheeler.
Yeah.
We got a brand new Honda.
with Yamaha credit too on top of that, I will say.
Because my newborn's going to ride this thing all the time.
he tried. I promise.
She rode with me a bunch. See?
See?
So he's driving a truck. So he's gone for like 1 to 3 weeks at a time. We don't ever know until he leaves, and it's a, oh yeah, sorry, I'm not coming home this weekend type situation. So that got to be really stressful, of course, with a baby. I think I was working. I had went back to work as a CNA, I think.
Not because she had to, just because.
No, just
she's
because I got
tired
sick of sitting at the house.
staying at
Yeah.
the house.
And
Obviously, driving a truck over the road, that's where a lot of separation and stuff.
yeah,
You don't have, the loneliness starts to creep in, right? And
yeah.
You can say you look good on the outside, right? But we didn't talk about our feelings. I
No.
didn't.
There wasn't a whole lot of time there to do
Yeah.
so.
I'm only home Friday night, Saturday night.
Mm-mm.
I'm gone. You know.
I'd love to talk about your feelings right now because you touched on this earlier. You made mention of a porn addiction earlier. No shocker. I've struggled with one since I was probably 14 years old, maybe before that. Who knows? I can only imagine trucking made this amplified
Oh, made it easy.
because you're alone. I'm assuming you were doing team driving.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that's crazy. But I'm talking about. She may not understand this, but you'll get what I'm talking about. Like volume on loud. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, let's
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
it. I mean,
Yeah,
you see
I
what I'm
know
saying?
exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
So yeah.
Which is
So in this, when let's dive into it a little bit at this point, and then we can kind of go because since you brought it up, in that, can you tell when he does come home? Because there's already not a lot of time spent together. Can you tell a separation in anything like kind of not knowing each other, or are y'all pretty much good when he comes home?
We're pretty much good when he comes home because,
It become normal.
yeah, you just get into this routine where I have my routine Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday he shows back up. We have this routine Friday, Saturday, and he's usually back out the door come Sunday morning, Sunday evening, sometimes Monday morning, depending on where the load had to go. But that in those 2.5 days, you're running to see family, friends, and just trying to cram everything you can into those little 48 hours that you don't have time to even think about or discuss or, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
Are we okay? It just became our normal. Go, go, go,
Yeah.
go, go.
and is God involved in any of this?
No.
Whether it be church
Absolutely
going-
not.
No
No.
time.
Still-
No time. Got to work. I get you.
So we rock on like that. I decide I'm going back to beauty school. I had tried to go to beauty school right out of high school, and I ended up quitting.
Beauty school dropout.
Very much so. So I decide I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish that. And he's still driving a truck. I'm working PRN at a nursing home and doing school. I'm by myself a lot. So we slowly we never really argued. We would just piss each other off and not talk about it. And so then we would get weeks down the road where something really tiny would happen, and then we would both just explode on each other. So he decides, I don't want to do this anymore as far as the truck driving because he's missing out on Lillian. He's missing out on us, life in general. And we decide, you're going to come home. So he gets a job driving for
I was driving local then. I was home every
Blair,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
And did I finish beauty school yet or no? I don't think I was.
I'm assuming local don't pay as good.
I mean, it's still paid
paid
good. Like
decent.
we wasn't struggling financially at this. I mean, it's still
No.
the point of finding a local job is you still get paid decent. It's just when they open up
Mm-hmm.
during the truck driving world.
Okay.
So, you usually got paid by the load, not mileage then. So as many times as I can go from Columbus to Memphis in a day is, I kind of controlled my own money inflow.
Yeah.
So we done that for a while, and then
Then
I had a bad wreck.
yeah, you wrecked your
I flipped a semi
18-wheeler.
over on the lid.
Mm.
Yeah. with a steel coil on it.
Yeah. So that I was done driving then.
Yeah.
After recovery. I mean, I wasn't just badly hurt
Well,
or anything, but
He actually ended up getting let go due to insurance liability, and the company got sued because the injuries of the other party, even though they were deemed responsible for the wreck, because
Mhm.
after
was
the
not my fault.
yeah, the investigation did show that it was their fault. But one of the guys coded like 4 or 5 times
Hmm.
in the med
Yeah.
while we were up there. So he decides, okay, I'm done truck driving. My great uncle was still over waste management in
Monroe
County. So he had an opening, and yeah, pay went way down, but he was home every
Way down.
night. He was off every Monday. You got state benefits, sure, this is what we're going to do now. And I went back to work full time. We're good. And I start working at another facility in Fulton, and Ready Made Family's working there too.
Lovely.
So that was a little stressful because then I start hearing rumors circulating about they're still talking, they're still doing this, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, right. Like, we're married, we have kids, like, this has been years down the road kind of thing, because we're talking like this is 2014-ish,
I'm graduating high school finally, so
little baby.
it wasn't me selling anything.
Let's
Sorry.
stop saying that.
Sorry. Go ahead. I didn't graduate that year. I was supposed to. I apologize.
I never graduated high school, period.
We'll get to that another day.
So, there was lots of tension when me and her would be on shift together, because I don't know why we always got stuck on break at the same time.
So I'm gonna pretend like I don't know this, but I know this. Have y'all had a second child by this time or
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Getting my times here.
So I decide to go and just brush it off, whatever, because there was no, like, I would come home and check his phone, go through all the things, ask him. Of course, he's going to say no. But the rumors were still there, and I don't know if y'all know what it is to work with a bunch of women, but it's just like a bunch of little cackling hens.
Yes.
Somebody wants to say something to make somebody mad all the time. So I just decide, like, I'm just, we're just not going to do this. In this time frame, 2012 to 2014, Snapchat's getting really popular around here, okay? We all had Snapchat. Y'all, you were a
Mhm.
baby. I don't even know if you
The
had a phone.
devil's app.
So
100%.
Yeah.
I don't even think it should even. They should block that. It should
absolutely.
be 100% be gone.
So we ended up moving again. We've moved a lot. You know that?
So after I counted them up one time. We've moved like 12 times in our marriage.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm not at 12, but my number's pretty high, but it's not 12.
It's 12. Ours is 12.
So
After the wreck, financial stuff went pretty low, and
Yeah.
we moved in with my dad and
Oh,
his
yeah.
stepmom.
yeah.
His stepmom, my stepmom.
Your stepmom.
Yes.
That didn't last long at all, because his stepmom and dad lived a lifestyle that we would accompany on the weekends, but it wasn't like a all the time thing, but it was an all the time thing when you're living there. And I mean, there was people there constantly, lots of drinking all the time. They just, as soon as they're off work, pop a top.
Yeah.
That's just how they live. And like I said, he would drink on the weekends or whatever. I wasn't a big drinker, but we have Lillian now, and she's just running around, doing whatever. So that didn't last long, and we ended up moving again over on Dolly Tub Hill. We lived there for a long time, but I ended up getting a really good job at the oh wait, let me back up. Yeah, about 2016 I find out I'm pregnant with Sonny. So now we're at the second child.
Pause. It's a great stopping point again.